You know how video game cinematics look absolutely stunning, but the rest of the game never matches up? That's because those cinematics take months, sometimes years, of manual work. But what if you could get the same high quality look in real time, without all the extra effort? That's exactly what Unreal Engine 5 is bringing to the table, and is changing the game for animation, from video game cutscenes to full-length films. Okay, so most of us have seen jaw-dropping cinematics like in Final Fantasy or Cyberpunk 2077. But here's the thing, those sequences take an insane amount of time, money, and manpower to make. Now Unreal Engine 5 is shaking things up. Instead of waiting months for pre-render animations, creators can get high-quality visuals in real time. And it's not just for game cutscenes anymore. This tech is making full-length animated movies possible, without the usual production pipeline.
So what does nanite mean for artists? It means freedom. It means freedom of choice in terms of the assets that you can use. Now you don't have to worry about generating normal maps or low resolution proxies. You can load in full movie quality assets straight into the engine and be able to use them in your game.
So one thing that nanite opened up to us was the ability to bring in really high quality assets from asset libraries. Like in this case, we used a lot of pixel assets.
The Pixel Megascans is the world's largest scan library, and it consists of scans from all over the planet. And being able to use them in all their high poly and high res glory in real time was absolutely fantastic.
We did not have to customize any of those. Like if you kind of look behind the scenes of some of the content we have, it's super kit bashed. There's a ton of assets just kind of all slammed together. It's literally just drag it in and it's great.
Some of these assets we're talking tens of millions of triangles for an individual asset. We're talking about entire scenes made up of billions and billions of triangles. The artist brought in the assets and were able to compose the scene the way it made the most sense for them to do it. They were able to just make the art in whatever way made the most sense to them, import it, and then let the engine handle the details.
What are you guarding?
Previously, artists would start from a really high resolution source asset and bake it down to a low poly model and generate a normal map out of this. So artists don't have to do this step anymore, it's just automatically done by nanite.
And so what nanite technology unlocks is to really liberate the artists so that they can deliver on their vision.
Nanite is like magic to me. Being able to bring these highly detailed models into Unreal without compromise is just game-changing.
One of the biggest examples of this shift is Gundam Requiem for Vengeance. Unlike traditional anime that's either hand-drawn or pre-rendered CGI, this project is running entirely in Unreal Engine 5. That means no massive rendering times, no endless post-production, just high-quality visuals generated in real time. And the coolest part, UE5 isn't just about hyper-realistic graphics. It gives creators control over the art style, meaning that you can make something that looks like a traditional anime, a stylized Pixar film, or anything in between.
Hi everyone, my name is Yoon. I'm a 3D environment technical artist who loves creating stylized art. I'm happy to be here today at Stylized Station, sharing some creative process of my latest project. I'll go over my general process of setting up the foliage, landscape, shaders, and how I use some of the procedural tool inside of Unreal Engine 5. For the landscape itself and its main component, including the terrain, stream, trees, and rock scattering, I used Houdini and brought into Unreal Engine 5 using Houdini Engine. When creating the project, I didn't have a specific concept in mind. Thanks to the nature of procedural art, I was able to free sketch the composition as I go, but instead of 2D, I was sketching in 3D. I utilized several tools throughout the process: Maya for modeling, Substance Painter for texturing, and Substance Designer for material creation. For the trees, I used speed trees, and for detailed sculpting work like rocks and the props, I turned to ZBrush. Each tool played a crucial role in bringing different aspects of the environment to life, allowing me to blend artistic and technical workflow seamlessly.
A frame in an animation has to be carefully drawn, modeled, or rendered, whether it's 2D anime or CGI. That's why creating high-quality animation takes forever. But with UE5, everything from lighting to character physics happens on the fly. Instead of spending weeks fine-tuning a single scene, you can move a camera, tweak some lighting, and boom, it's done in real time. That's a game changer, especially for feature-length films, where traditional animation would take years. This isn't just a win for big studios. Small creators and indie teams are able to level up in a huge way. With tools like MetaHuman Creator for realistic characters, Quixel's massive asset library, and UE5's real-time rendering, even a solo artist can create something that looks insane. And since you're not stuck with a hyper-realistic style, you can create anything from a hand-drawn anime style to a fully detailed sci-fi world without the crazy usual workload.
Works at scale. This environment is 4 kilometers by 4 kilometers. If we hide all of the procedural elements, we can see that original hand-built area about 200 meters by 200 meters. We believe that there will always be the need for hand-building environments, so we design these procedural systems to be tools for artists that work in concert with hand-built content. Both Substrate and the new procedural tools will be available in experimental form in 5.2.
Unreal Engine 5 is proving that high-quality animation doesn't have to take years of grinding anymore. What used to take teams of animators can now be done in real time with way less effort. And the best part, you're not locked to a single style. Whether that's something that looks like an anime in realistic sci-fi world or something completely unique, UE5 can make that happen if you have the imagination. So, is this the future of animation? Will pre-rendered cinematics become a thing of the past? Let's talk in the comments. And if you like this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more deep dives into animation, tech, and video games, other things like that. Catch you in the next one.